This is Annie. She started a bakery and she is making some cupcakes on the first day. Now, she just starts placing those cupcakes in this tray. One tray can accommodate 3 cupcakes and she has a total of 4 such trays. So, how many cupcakes will be there in total? Since each tray has 3 cupcakes and there are a total of 4 trays, so that is 3 into 4, that is 12 cupcakes. Now we know that multiplication is nothing but successive addition. So we can write 3 into 4 as 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. That is 3 added to itself 4 times, and that is equal to 12, right? Now, just the next day, unfortunately, her oven broke. So she could not make any cupcakes. So now each tray has 0 cupcakes and there are 4 trays. So 0 into 4 will be equal to what? Once again, multiplication is successive addition. So 0 into 4 means 0 is to be added to itself 4 times. 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0, and that will be equal to 0, right? Similarly, if there were 5 trays and 0 cupcake in each, 0 into 5 would be 0. Or if there were 8 trays and 0 cupcakes in each, so 0 into 8 will be 0. That means if I just put any number over here and multiply it with 0, this is going to be 0, right? So I can just write that 0 into a, where a is any number over here, that is equal to 0, right? Now let us see what would be the case with a into 0. What would that be equal to? Okay, let us look over here. Let us just take a as 2. So I just need to find what will be 2 into 0. Now look over here. Can I write 2 into 0 as, I'm going to write 0 as 1 minus 1. That is true, right? 1 minus 1 is 0. Now we have studied distributive property, which says that a multiplied by b minus a is a into b minus a into c. So let's apply this distributive property here. So this will be 2 into 1 minus 2 into 1. That is equal to 2 minus 2, that is 0. So 2 into 0 is also 0. Now we have looked for positive numbers. Any positive number multiplied by 0 or 0 multiplied by any positive number is 0. What about negative numbers? Negative integers. Okay, let's look over here. I am taking minus 2 again as an example. Okay, so minus 2 into 0. The process will be same. I can just multiply minus 2 into 1 minus 1 and apply distributive property again. So that will be minus 2 into 1 minus minus 2 into 1, which is minus 2 minus minus 2, and that is minus 2 minus minus would be plus 2, and which is equal to 0. So minus 2 into 0 is also 0, and this is multiplication by 0. So if you multiply any integer, be it positive or be it negative, with 0, you will get a 0, right? Now let us look at another very interesting thing about multiplication. See, this is a girl, and if she's looking into the mirror gives her reflection. If I look into the mirror will give my reflection. If you look into the mirror will give your reflection. So mirror is basically returning the same thing, and that is what number 1 does. If you multiply any number with it, it returns the same number. 3 into 1 is 3. 8 into 1 is 8. Minus 5 into 1 is minus 5. So here 1, we can just write it as a into 1 is a, where a is any integer, positive or negative. Minus 3, minus 5, 2, 1, 4, 10, anything. And this 1 is the multiplicative identity for integers.